got a PlayStation in the house, and that shit dusty.
That shit fire go hard.
Every week, I be like,
fire go hard.
Only reason I stopped playing, right? So when I left Miami, when I was at the crib, all I was doing, bro, I would work. I had seasons on Madden. I'm talking about, like, I built a franchise. Like, my Steelers were so real. Cause you started making trades and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I was like, man, go there. I'm just wind up. If I ain't got nothing to do, I'm going to just pick up the
That's it,
Steelers.
man. That's it.
So I was like, all right.
Play that much, man, but wait.
I'm with it.
I ain't no motherfucking good ass gamer either. I just like playing.
Listen, when I played it, and it's crazy, right? So I thought about like getting back into it. I was on YouTube and I saw you can watch people like watch them play soccer because everybody big in the
oh yeah,
that FIFA.
Oh yeah, I play FIFA now.
I was like, bro, let me see what the hype is about FIFA. It was like two professionals playing.
Okay.
They were moving the ball like you were seeing like on TV, like Sports Center. I was like, damn, with the sticks. So I went to Madden. It was like I was playing like the world. Madden was looking like, I was like, what? That shit ain't that bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. Like right now, I be on Pogo, bro. I be playing Pogo.
Okay.
Pokemon Go.
That shit was popular. Then it fell off. Now it's popular again.
Yeah. Paying bread for that shit, bro.
For real?
Yeah, you still go out there and be hunting for the Pokemon.
Hey, it's just all around.
I remember going through the warehouse like this.
Now
is this shit popping like that again?
It was in 2016. I ain't have it then. I got it like a year ago, year and a half ago. I guess when I picked it up, during the pandemic,
right,
like round. So now, Pokemon as a whole made a full circle.
Yeah. Okay, they dropping Pokemon movies now. They dropping more movies, and they got a whole new series coming out.
Cars going for like $100.
I said,
rare.
Dude, I know them fucking cars go crazy on eBay, man. And if you get them like graded and shit,
yeah,
like certified graded,
holograms and
little palms. I still got the palms. You remember the palms? Yeah, I got the palms.
I remember the palms.
And I got the slammer. I still got them. I went through my whole collection the other day.
That's crazy how shit be coming back.
It does. Listen, so I was talking to
recording this shit.
All going down.
He was talking about
Hey, welcome to No BS. Where you got my boy Smitty on the right, Mo Beats on the left.
What up?
Hey, yeah, man. We just here having a good conversation of what's happening in our regular day lives, man.
Mo Beats. Yeah, B-Paul.
Hey, welcome.
Now
we B-Paul Mobley.
Listen, we ain't got to reset it. I was just, while we here in square, we might as well throw it out there.
Solidifying that shit up front.
Hey, are you going by? Are you going by Smitty?
I'm going by Smitty, man.
Okay,
that's Smitty G right there. That's Smitty G. That's B-Mo. Yeah, welcome to OBS.
Yeah, he been looking at you the whole time. Dog.
Back this time, right?
On the neck. The neck was like this. Like this. They go to camera.
Y'all made me feel bad. I don't have an iPhone or nothing.
I was just.
Hey, there was a whole.
Yo, think about as bubbly as mine. What you talking about?
Hey,
it looked like it came out.
Hey, you talking about that one you gotta hit the claw and shit?
That thing going Chucky.
Hey, now I do tell you, they said Android put out a statement saying they're tired of the iPhone bullying Android phones. Like with the apps and shit, they said they was basically trying to put like a discrimination out on iPhone.
Really?
Saying that, yeah, they're serious, saying that iPhone is a bullying app because it don't allow other stuff outside of iPhone to be in it. If you ain't part of the iPhone community, you ain't shit, basically. I was like, yeah.
Listen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you actually got a case. They are true though. Like, Apple is like Apple community. Have an Apple, it's hard to connect. Vice versa, but Android kind of do the same thing. But I don't know if you can ready for their preference.
Shit.
Used to be
Microsoft was like that.
Real, and it's like once you get in that, hey, it's hard to get out.
Right.
You start buying the Apple TV.
Everything connects to the phone, brother.
You start out with the iPod. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had an iPod.
I don't know. See, I started off late with the iPod. I had the Zoom. Y'all remember them Zooms? I had the Zoom, dog.
I had an iPod.
Hey.
You remember the Zoom, man?
I remember. I had an iPod. I started with an iPod.
Started a little iPod. Nah.
Zoom
That
came
Zoom.
out after the iPod, but the Zoom was
But it was
hot.
Oh yeah, I remember the Zoom. Okay, yeah.
it was the big black thing, like look like giant ass phone. And then I had the car. You got 500 songs for like $20. I was downloading every day. And then that shit went out of stock. It's like I can't even pull these songs no more.
For real. Oh man.
Then they dropped all these streaming apps, kicked that shit out. Now iPod ain't even relevant no more, man.
Because
Just like we was just talking about.
yeah, they gonna find a way to jazz it up.
They're gonna have to, because I mean the phone doing the same shit as the iPod is now. The only difference I didn't like was the Wi-Fi.
So to his point though, like once you in that system, you get that Apple attach it to anything now.
Yep. Oh,
So it's like point things out there because it's all one big family. So
but that's what it's called, the Apple Tag. Madison got them things. She got it on her purse, her jewelry.
Wallet.
yeah. And so you can find it. All you gotta do is tell your phone to search for it.
Oh,
And it's search
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
on remote.
I'm about to say, if y'all in my house,
They got
We
it
lose
on the
remotes every
on a
week.
fire stick remote. You can get a case.
really, I need it just because I lose remotes in my house every 30 minutes.
Boy, what
My-
sense do this make? A damn fire stick costs just as much as a fire stick. And so if you lose the remote, you might well buy a whole new
A
fire.
whole new fucking fire stick.
$35.
I got 2 fire sticks in the house.
We're just talking about stuff. Fake cassettes are coming back.
Yeah, I seen that. Hey, I like that Fuji poster you posted up the other day too.
Yeah,
that shit was
joint
hard.
Man. I'm like, man, I just pulled it out, man. I was like,
Yeah.
man, without the
That whole album was hard too, bro.
turntable.
That is hard. It is. That's the thing. Like so, vinyls.
$40, $30, $40.
Hard too.
Some even more expensive than that, like
Yes.
$100. You know what I'm saying? For a vinyl, you'd be like, what?
I paid $35 for the Bob Marley one and like 30 something for the Kendrick Lamar one.
Crazy.
I'm like, but I go to that. But I'll tell you who I do go to. I don't go to the stores no more. I go to like the old record stores, like Old Boy, Old School.
Yeah,
Downtown
man.
Macon.
Shout out to Fresh Produce downtown Macon, dog. They got the hot.
We gon'
Oh, fresh produce. I might
Oh, we-
slide by there. I be going.
we-
I be going
well-
to Goodwill and stuff like that, just seeing what they got in there. I done found. I done found some gems in there
That's how
though.
you find the
Yeah.
gems, man.
Yeah, so Fresh Produce downtown is a witchcraft deviling worshiping record place.
What?
You know that.
Know that?
The owners in them really believe in practicing rituals, from my understanding.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I said
Really?
the black dude downtown Macon.
Really?
Yeah, this is why, because we found that out, like, well, I can't say who the name was, but we was down there with some graffiti art place.
Okay.
That whole conversation got brought up. And this is the reason why they have slow business.
Oh wow! Did not know
Yeah.
that. Every day.
They
So
in the
what's
back room.
What's the black dude name, man? We got
You know the one we shot Dream in. I can't think of his name right now. But back room they had the stars, candles. I was like, but this and to me all that's new. But apparently witchcraft and making is heavy. Like I have a girl was on live breaking down how she take hair to the graveyard, from the graveyard, the soil to this and to that, and then put it on, then put it around certain areas, and just to see if you like the dude kept bleeding for like a month because of some spell she put on him. So I was like,
bro.
shit. And then Gino's sister, Crystal was like, yeah, Sean, that shit real. She said, I work on removing that shit, and I was like, oh, that's a whole new. I don't even want to talk about it.
Hey, that's another episode, bro.
Yeah.
It's heavy on TikTok too, though, man. It's heavy on TikTok, man.
That's why you gotta watch with your kids watching.
Exactly.
Here's the thing, like what social media has done is like there before you can easily see it now. So people are just trying it just to be the new trend. So I'm like, it probably always existed, but now you see it more on social
Yeah, it
media.
has
It's like
always
people look it up and be like, well, let me try it. It's like I guess. But it is crazy though. But I mean, we can still bring it back around. Like tear out pants coming back. So bell bottom.
Oh, yeah.
Girls
Oh,
type vibe where it's
Yeah.
like tight on here and then it flare out at the bottom. I don't know what you call them, but
Bell bottoms?
Bell
nah,
bottom.
not bell bottom. They're
Bell
not
bottoms?
quite bell bottoms. They got a different name to them.
They like skinny at the top where they hit them
Top.
thighs, lock them
Yep.
thighs in, and they
And the
flare out.
breasts just flare out. It ain't the skinny jeans like how we used to wear. How we, but you know, everything kind of like that.
Go online though, like Right over with
Yeah,
the
leather
fat.
leather pants and skinny jeans came back.
Never fall off. Where you at?
Depending on where you at.
Yeah, I've been over. Yeah, I swear. Hey, listen, the South. I think they. Listen, I think in the South they ain't never stopped wearing leather pants, fool. I don't think. Listen,
Oh my
I don't think
God,
leather
bro.
pants ever went out, fool. Like somewhere in the South, sometime somebody.
I
What?
met my
still
wife
had
wearing
and
leather
still
pants.
got some
Last
leather
time I
pants.
seen somebody with some
Short leather pants, short pants, leather pants.
Man,
Oh man, that
they
thing
back.
might. I think so, fool.
I
It might
left-
stick, man.
I
It
remember.
might stick. I'm telling you.
I remember when I met my wife. She had leather pants on, and once we got together, man, them shit disappeared.
Nothing wrong with rocking leathers in the South.
Oh man,
Leather
I
short
ain't
pants,
know
oh.
that.
Leather pants, man. You got it. Yeah, that's all right. That's
All those
all right
skinny
right there.
jeans and all these fashion, these flamboyant stuff. Hey, like I be watching like Gunna and Thug, and what they be wearing, and people be like, man, they would just dressing strange, right? Then when you try to go like later on, you start watching like shit like Unsung,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
all the other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You be
yeah,
like, well, them boys in the '60s, '70s was way worse. Full Force had the
You
fishnet
right,
shirt.
boy. You right, boy.
Hey, remember
Man,
Houdini?
what Full Force on there a couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
Or
hey.
something?
Hey, you remember Houdini had the shoulder pads with the feathers?
God, that's crazy, man.
Oh,
Crazy.
That's real though. I get you. Like everything comes back. I guess when you actually go back, 'cause I saw a cover of like the Isley Brothers, bro. I don't even know what time it was, bro. They all was on there. Flare opens, the collars, the bell bottoms, jeans tight. I was like, you know what?
The chains, you know what
Damn,
I'm saying?
like,
The feathers.
it's just his
big boots.
Oh man, big boots, high heel boots.
It's just part of
Tight
his-
ass shirts.
Oh man.
Like, man, why these kids wearing these tight ass?
But back in the day, man, the album covers was like it. Everybody put
Yeah.
all their money in the album covers.
Listen,
Man.
they even
You
do
had
that
to have
now?
the hottest album cover.
Not really, because everything is so digital.
Now, because I haven't seen a real good album cover. Like,
Talking about like the vinyl though.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 They was saying, I seen this meme where it say, if you got an album cover and the dude laying down, his elbow kind of like this,
You
it's
know
gonna be a good album.
Your album, boy.
Bro, they had like Billy Ocean,
Uh-huh,
Teddy
man.
Pendergrass,
Hey,
like,
Michael Jackson was on there,
Jackson,
Babyface,
He laid out with his
Bro,
shirt open
hey,
a
like
little
this.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
stretched out on
all dope albums.
Hey.
All dope albums.
all of
Bro.
Well, they about to sing your ass off, but
Hey,
This
talk
Billy
about-
Ocean album, man. That Billy Ocean album, vinyl.
Oh,
Oh,
Billy
the
Ocean
original.
was
Yo,
hot
that
though.
man.
Yeah, he was.
Caribou Queen,
Carrie Queen.
all
like,
that junk, dog.
I don't know if on the thing it said he wrote the song. So he wrote them, bro. Man, a good writer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Definitely a good
I
writer.
was talking to somebody about Keith Sweat the other day, man. Why Keith Sweat always singing like his throat? You know what I'm
that's the
saying?
way he talks.
That's
too,
the way
though.
he talked. That's the
Yeah.
point.
You ever just listen to how he talk? That's how he talk. Yeah.
It's like his throat hurt.
Here's why I appreciate it though, right? Everyone back in the days had a distinct voice. Their voice, like
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass didn't sound like Luther, who
Right,
didn't
right.
sound
Yeah.
like
Okay.
Sweat, like you knew when
Gerald
that boy
Levert
jumped.
didn't sound like
Gerald
none of
Levert,
them,
you know what
boy.
I'm saying?
I miss Gerald Levert.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
that was my
Gerald
guy
Levert.
right there, dog.
Yup.
Guy. But I watched this interview with what's the old boy name? Barry White.
Okay.
Regular tone, bro. Like they asked him a question, he was like, I was like, oh, that he really talk like that,
Oh,
like
that's his real voice.
real voice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
And
true, man. That's true.
like these days, so much like other things interjected into the voices. I don't really have a distinct voice, so you'd be like, damn, I don't know who is who. Like it's sometimes I listen, I'll be like, who that is. But back in the day, bro, when you hear a
knew
voice,
who it was.
you knew exactly who it was, dog. It wasn't no half stepping with it.
Talk about music, man.
Listen, it's coming. It's supposed to evolve, I guess. And it's supposed to evolve. But they were saying that somewhere between like 60 and 70% of the music you listen to today is back in the day.
Yeah,
You
yep.
know what I'm saying?
Either got a loop, they got a sample, or something like that.
Still in rotation.
Everything come back around. Everything come back around. Dude, man, I remember you used to hear stuff on Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah.
That's how you found out like
Yeah.
who was coming out. You could rush home from school, turn the TV on, Yo MTV Raps. I remember when BET first came out.
Remember the basement? The basement.
Oh yeah, the
Big.
basement. Yeah,
Oh,
Big
dawg.
T. Big T's supposed to be coming back.
For real? I know he on the
Yeah.
radio now.
Yeah, he's
down in
supposed to
Atlanta.
be coming back. They supposed to be bringing that back. So they got TRL back.
For real? I don't know how you have music channels without any music on them, bro. That's just crazy to me, dog. Like they were music television. You know what I'm saying?
Then they came out. Then they came out with the Real World. That's when reality.
Yeah. That's kind of threw a wrench in the game. Started with Real World, bro. That first Real World, I think, in New York.
Yeah, I think it was in New
First
York.
one I think was in New York.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. What you talking about? Oh, you talking about where they had to like
Oh, Survivor.
not Survivor, where they had to team up with each other, like couples.
That was Survivor, right?
Nah, they would like went across. They went to like different countries sometimes, do like different
Oh
activities.
shit.
Uh,
A world is the world race.
it, w- but it wasn't it. Wasn't it?
Oh, you're talking about Big Brother.
I don't know. Real World was the first one. That shit was just like
Just a camera
just,
in the house.
yeah, just a camera in the house, fool. Like they ain't really had no. But you know what?
But we all tuned into that shit though.
They did have. They sent them on certain places. So you're right. I guess that is what he's talking about. They sent
Okay.
like certain times. Sometimes they had
Because
to go
it'd be like 4 dudes, the big white dude, and the
yeah,
other.
that's New York. Tammy was on there.
Tammy, that's how
She
she
was on
got
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about the Real World, bro? They did send them on certain things sometimes. They all sent them on vacation together at like
Okay.
part of the show. Like
Okay.
everybody go on a certain vacation. Yeah, nah. But
Crazy.
Real World. Let me make sure.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you though. The guy I used to look for on BT was goddamn Caribbean Rhythms.
Oh yes.
Rhythm with
What was
guy-
her name?
Ray Child.
Oh
Ray
my
Child,
God.
boy.
Oh,
Road
man.
rules, dog.
Road rules. That's
That's what it
right. That's right. Okay.
That wasn't before
That came out at the Real
Real
World.
World though.
Yeah, but I would just remember because they had like the
Road
same.
rules.
They kept bringing back the same 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, you right.
Record on that one.
You're right. They did keep bringing back.
Yeah, and but them dudes was off the chain though. But it was Road Rule.
It's Ray Child. Yeah, boy. Right. Everybody. If you
Record, Smitty. Right where your thumb at. There you go. That's all.
I know growing up, I was like, she probably.
Video soul.
Oh, I read.
Hey man, what about my boy Hits though? Hits and Rita.
Yeah. You remember hits?
Oh,
I was like later on.
Hey, but that was like the good lineup though. Nah, it went from Hits to the Digital Girl, then to Rap City in the Basement.
Downtown Julie Brown. That's MTV though.
That's MTV. Yeah, that's like damn, Smitty. That's early '90s. Yeah.
Julie Brown, and then you had Fab Five Freddy.
Oh, and you had
You know what I'm saying?
Ed Lover and Dre.
Oh yeah, Ed Lover, yup.
That's when they were killing it before they. Yeah.
You had Donnie Simpson. He was on Video Soul. And then you had Madeline Woods.
He was the one. That was his co-host.
I
remember her
think
name.
I think she took over after he.
I remember he had a co-host that was always with him at the beginning.
And we're gonna have to Google that.
I don't know.
Which one is it?
I don't know her name.
As a matter of fact, she was so bad back in the day. Tribe Called Quest had a line.
What was it? Madeline. Is it Madeline Woods?
I ain't even know that. I ain't even know that. I ain't know her name back then. If that's her
Dude, yup.
person.
Yeah, she was. She had MTV,
On BET.
BT.
Yo Soul, and then you had and you remember that junk?
Park, they had one.
She had that junk called Teen.
She had College Park too. No, she graduated from College Park. I'm reading her
Had
Wikipedia.
Teen Summit.
I used to, boy, I never liked Teen Summit.
And what was that name of that the dude with the Jerry curl? He was
Madeline Wood.
Nah, hold on.
might be
Hold
her.
on.
That might be her.
It's Madeline Woods.
Hold on.
Her.
Oh, I don't know why I got somebody.
That is
else.
her.
I know, but I got somebody else in my mind. I don't know why.
I know who you talking about.
I got somebody else in my mind. Hold
I
on.
said that it.
Hold on.
That is her.
Yeah, that's.
Nah, it probably is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's
her.
Madeline Woods.
That's Woods bad, boy.
Tribe Called Quest.
Jerry Carter.
Jerry Carter. Yup. She was a BET host. Had Free AJ.
Oh yeah, Free. Hey, that was man. They killed 106 in Park.
And you had remember they had Roxy
Terrence. That's when it was going downhill.
Well, Lala, wasn't she the host at one point?
Nah.
Lala Anthony was a host, man.
They had like co-hosts, but I don't think
He wasn't no official.
Y'all remember when Tyrese used to host MTV? Tyrese.
I remember. Hey, I remember.
He was an MTV host, bro.
Hey, I remember when Tyrese was a backup dancer. Hey, you don't remember him being a backup dancer?
Listen, I know you remember this. Her though, Ananda Lewis.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
Ananda Lewis. That's
Something. Yeah. You don't remember Tyrese being a backup dancer? Go watch Usher My Way.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Hey.
He killed that thing though.
Well, he did.
Hey, he was still a dancer. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, right? This is a funny story. So Tyrese had just did the Coca-Cola commercial, right? He was starting his tour. That's like early '97. So, oh yeah. Yeah, Rachel.
That ain't Rachel?
Sherry Connor. Yeah, she looked good there. So Tyrese, they had booked him to come to our high school, right? So first of all, high school is one of the hoodest high schools in Columbia. Right? So nobody knew who the hell Tyrese was at the time. So he came out, he got on the stage. Like in our team at the time, our basketball team was like ranked in the top 25. So when he came, it was really to celebrate what we had going on, because we had people that was going to the NFL scholarships, all that popping off. So Tyrese came. We seen him on a Coca-Cola commercial, right? So he get on stage. He started singing. He said, "You don't hear that shit? Take this Coke." Nigga threw the Coca-Cola. She said, "Boop." Tyrese said, "I'm out this bitch."
You had a ball head back then?
Yeah, they beat hey, the aim was so accurate, because you know how they in the gym. Well, I don't know if I got to show you, but our gym was like circled around like a college gym. My man threw that shit from like the second level, just threw the whole Coca-Cola can. That thing hit Tyrese on the side of the head. Boop. And he said, "I'm out this bitch." It was like, then the cops came and told him, "We can't have nothing at our school."
He with no music, man.
And BT. Oh, Uncut. Uncut used to be, I used to stay up for Uncut. But you know, after Nelly dropped Tit Drill, Uncut, we left.
Oh, man.
It went to, hey, I'm going to tell you what always bothered me, right? Like, when I watch BET and you watch Uncut and you doze off, not even 45 minutes, and you wake up to this white man preaching to you. That used to irk my nerves. Like, yo, he's still on there preaching.
Oh,
man. Like, his marketing game is phenomenal. I was like, why is this white dude on BET, a black network? Why we got a white preacher? We ain't got no black preachers.
Who was it?
Got his.
I can't remember his name.
You pop off. You got there going Jerry Falwell.
My man was selling bottles of little. He paid for his
water.
He had the little water. He was selling
like that water.
Dog. And he'd be like, as soon as you do off watching it, you just wake up. And God said he would be on you. Uncut.
Paid for his spot right
Oh.
on time. You gotta wash away everything you just saw.
Yeah.
9 eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get back home from the club, too.
Yeah, but that's when it was Black Network. He the only white dude on the Black Network. Now you go to BT, it's all rerun shows and all Tyler Perry. Like, I can't even really watch BT no more. Nah, it's hard to. It's hard to, man. And I mean, no, not the Tyler Perry, but I don't want to see the same type of vibe on every show.
So who Tyler Perry or 50 Cent?
And they both neck and neck because they produce different ways. Like, Tyler Perry is a director and producer. So if I'm renting out my studio to these companies, that's one check. You know what I'm saying? And he's producing way more shows than 50.
We had this conversation in the bar.
Oh yeah.
We were talking about like who they neck and neck. I'm thinking Tyler Perry though.
Tyler Perry winning. Oh, he's getting more money because he's doing more. Like, he's getting a check from BET. Now you got 70% of the shows on BET is Tyler Perry stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then he's got in-house studio, so he's even saving money because he ain't got to spend no money.
Right.
Now, well, other than 50 Cent, he might have the top 5 shows on Stars or in the other network. We got 6 shows running right now. Yeah, but they cut him a check. Like, so if I cut you a $200 million check, I already paid for you. But if I ain't cutting Tyler a check and he just out here working and I'm paying him for the work, that's a different check. So one is like being on salary and the other one's like being on production. That's why I see it. So 50 Cent to me is like on a salary. He already got the money. He already solidified. He just got to make sure he can come back for the next couple of seasons. Tyler Perry ain't even worried about seasons because he's basically is the more productivity I have, the more I'm going to make anyway. So anybody that ever worked in a productivity business, like warehousing, you know, the faster you go, the more money you make. Tyler moving that, he's going to make more money than the people on salary. I was on salary, and we had people making down there 140, 120, to the point they had to recut everybody check, like restructure the salary system. So I still think it's Tyler Perry, but yeah. Yeah, I haven't really just watched none of the show. I watched a couple of episodes.
Watch Power. Watch Power.
I didn't watch Power. I'll probably watch like half of the first season. And to me, it might just be me. It's hard for me to watch it based off of two shows that I watch. You know, I end up comparing them to them type of show. One, like when I watch Power, it's just a souped up version of The Wire for me. It's just cleaner. Like it's really like a souped up version of The Wire.
I like the fact that he's off though.
Oh no, I do like that.
Whole universe going on.
Yeah, now he did pick up a little thing from the Marvel.
BMF I haven't seen it yet though. Everybody talking about Black.
Yeah, it is, and see, only reason why I watched that because Logan had to be an extra in there, so I would watch it because of that. But I like the hustle. I like what he's doing. I just can't watch it because I base it off of The Wire and Sons of Anarchy, and number two, like my.
That's tough though.
That's why it's hard for me, dog.
Like, that's because it's a different type of show. I get what you're saying.
It's not a different type of show.
I get what you're saying, right? You know how long it took me. It took me, I want to say like a good 6 or 7 attempts to watch the first episode of Sons of Anarchy, right? I couldn't get past when they opened up with the word nigga. I was like, oh, they tripping. Like, I don't eat these white people. I'm like, oh, they tripping. Right? And I kept falling asleep because it just the first couple minutes, like it didn't draw me. And I was like, yeah. I fell asleep, kept falling asleep. Then I woke up when I watched that. They were like, those niggas. I was like, oh, what he said? I was like, they put this on TV. Right? And then once you get into it, you start to get enveloped into the characters. And that's what makes the show good, right? That was the same thing with The Wire. Like, it was made so the characters that you fell in love with. And I think, like, Power was like, they had the same. So, in that sense, the vibes were the same, where it was like, you know what? I like that character. I like that. So I'm going to stick around.
But them characters, yeah.
That's how Power was. Like, I got into Power. Once I got into Power, I was like, dang, it's good. And so that's when you want to watch the spinoff to see what happens.
I mean, I'm going to go back and revisit it, but it's just hard for me when I'm watching it. And
I ain't get too deep.
It is. Hey, and I grew up watching Sopranos. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a tough.
So,
but I changed the game when that joint came out.
I started rewatching The Wire.
Yeah, me too.
What about Oz though?
Oh, Oz
Oz was raunchy as hell. Hey, you watch Oz and niggas getting fucked. You be like, what the fuck?
As a gent, though, you knew it was going, but you didn't understand the tenacity of it, right? I'm watching it with my uncle and you know what I'm saying? As I got older, I watched an episode, I'm like, I watched the shit when I was younger. Like,
hey, Oz told me I don't want to go to jail ever.
Yeah. Oz got down.
And then when I was young, it was hard for me to like decipher the two people. Like, what's my man that was in the Best Man with the dread? Yep. So when I watched him in Oz, he in the wheelchair, I'm like, and then when I seen him later on in Best Man, I was like, they fixed my dog legs. Oh, they fixed his legs.
Oh man.
Those two were like breakthroughs.
Hey,
so then, like you said, The Sopranos. So it was like 3 different types of shows. And so I don't know. It's hard to compare. That's what
I'm saying. So when I'm watching them, I'm like, I can always come back to it because it's just like them shows. I already know the outcome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean that's any movie though. Like so, any movie movie that you can think of, you know who the star is. You can guarantee you know how the outline is. But here's the thing. The way I look at things, right? How good is the story in between where we're at and where I know you're gonna end up?
Right. No, I do.
So that's what I look at, like the story that's involved in it. Like, okay, because I already know, okay, you get off, he gonna do this. How you gonna pull it off? Let me see how.
Right,
I know the easy way. Like
Yeah.
I know the easy way. Of course, he can trick him, go around the corner. He can't. I'm just saying, give an example. He can go around the corner. He don't see him. He walk by. How creative are you gonna do it?
But you know, they've been getting real creative though.
They,
You know
that's what I'm saying.
Because you don't even really the way it's set up, especially with all the new actors coming, it's hard to say who's the real star of the movies now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying like
Everybody
versus,
get it, that's why.
right, like versus back in the
They
day.
got their own followings. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Each
Yeah.
character got their own following.
No, and it's dope because when you watch like even watching The Harder They Fall, right? Everybody know Regina King and Albert like the leading actors, but the up and coming actors stole the show. So it's like, oh, the hard way off of Netflix,
It's a
Black
Black
Cowboy. It got Idris
Oh,
Elba and all
I
that.
keep putting it on, but I dare.
Oh.
I push play, push pause, and walk away real quick and come back.
Nah, I don't watch this shit like 5
Real,
times.
I heard it was good though. I heard it was good. Now I'm gonna check
Yeah.
it out. I'm gonna check it out. I
But
heard it was
you
good.
you lose focus, and I like that because Albert was the bad guy, but he treated like a bad guy. Like, yo, if I'm the boss, well, I ain't gotta talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like most bad guys, like Thanos, talk the whole Marvel. We gonna kill him. Yep, take his. We gonna do, like he explained the story. Yeah, and I can't even say he was a bad guy.
I was gonna
'cause
say he's misunderstood.
it's just perception. But in this movie, he really portrayed the bad guy. Like when it was time, and I'm gonna tell you who they don't give credit to in this movie is Deion Coleman. Is that name Coleman?
Deion Cole.
Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so used to seeing him being comedic, but the one time he got serious,
He was a good character.
I was like, oh, he sold that. But I ain't even gonna tell you the movie though.
Yeah, don't ruin it for me.
Like,
Yeah, but his comedy special was funny. I don't know if y'all
yeah,
watched it.
oh yeah, that shit funny.
No, I ain't seen it,
Uh,
man. I gotta watch that.
That's what you need to watch. Like,
I need to watch
man,
it.
Yeah, it's
that's
funny.
what you need to watch. Like that.
Funny.
Hey, y'all watch the Upshaws on Netflix? Hilarious, man. Mike Epps, Wanda Sykes.
I couldn't. I started it.
Bro, you got it, man.
And
But
it was-
all this on my to watch list.
it just reminded me of a good version of how he flipped, like, made Friday more detailed into a show. Like when you watch it, it's still Day Day. Like it's hard to get. Like it's still
he
Day
funny
Day.
though, man. He funny.
Mike Epps was a funny dude. Period. He blinked. and I
Wanda
laughed.
Sykes, him and Wanda Sykes be going head to head. That's what makes the show funny. It feels good too, though.
I'm good. Oh, I like him. Yeah. It takes me a while to get used to Wanda Sykes. Like her, I can't stand her voice. It took me a while to get used to Chris Rock. It still take me a while to get used to Boosie. People with irritating voices, it take me a while to get used to. But once I catch on, I'll be like, oh, okay, this shit riding. You know what I'm saying? So it was all right. I don't know if it's coming back for a season 2 though.
Nah, I ain't never check it out. I'm to watch list.
Yeah.
I still ain't watch. I mean,
Oh, in the Slim. That was good, but it's gonna be based off of what you feel as like the movie to me.
well, let me ask you this then. What do you look for in a movie? I told you I look for good stories. Like I said, we already know they gonna get from so I just watched the Matrix, the new Matrix, right? I already knew what the hell was gonna happen. I
First
just
of
want to
all-
see how y'all gonna tell me how it happened.
First of
What
all,
do you look for in the movies?
hold on.
After your first of all, tell
First
me
of
what you
all,
look for then.
y'all shouldn't even redid the Matrix. That shit was fucking horrible.
Was it? I ain't seen it yet.
New Matrix Resurrection.
I just thought it was like. So all right, one more thing before you
That shit was
before you
horrible.
answer what you look for in the movie, right? So this is how I base albums, movies, and everything else, right? You can have I don't mind and reference it, but I understand the growth, right? I can't expect it to be. I can't compare it to 1 and 2 because they're in a different space, a different spot, a different mind frame. So as long as it's a good movie and it kind of hold true to the foundation of it,
Huh.
I can. That's why like with albums, like people be like, oh, they I ain't like this album. This album ain't them. First they was a couple years ago. And so it's a different album. So
That's kind of like when they redid Space Jam.
yeah,
I like the Space Jam though.
I like it.
I like that. I like that.
a lot of people did it. It was different.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
They held true to the foundation, but it wasn't what everybody
their own
wanted.
thing with
Right.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So what you look for in a movie then?
It all depends on the movie. Like if it's a trilogy, something like The Matrix. So storyline 1, actually you could have ended The Matrix on 1. It didn't, so they kept it going. But storyline kept kept a unique factor going all the way through. When Neo died, there's no reason why he should have been resurrected. Like because the way he died and the way he sacrificed himself. So when you go to this resurrection Neo, and then you bring back Trinity, and then she becomes the new Neo, like, oh, that
You ruining the
Goddamn
movie,
right.
Golly, man.
Here's the thing.
it's gonna ruin itself for you.
Here's the thing. You still need to know how they get there, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a love story, ain't it? You don't think it's like a love story?
But the Matrix is not based off of a love story. The Matrix is never based off of a love story. They fell in love in the movie, but in reality, it was based off of saving the life of others. One sacrifice, like Jesus sacrificing himself to save the others. That's what it was based off of. The one, Neo, the one, saving everybody. Not, oh, I can't do nothing without you. Shit, he was surviving without her.
Listen, y'all know how love is.
You know what I'm saying?
Love hits you, dog. The world
Oh,
stops.
Not for the Matrix though.
Oh, bro, the man human, right? When the world hit him, love hit him, the man
Okay.
stopped.
So boom, right? So what? James Bond. Let's go from the first James Bond, right? Okay, James Bond, Sean Connery. It kept a certain distinct feel to the movie, right? So even when they switched to my man from General Hospital playing James Bond with Halle Berry in them, it kept that same feel. Now with the dude that's playing, like now, my man, what's his name? Can't think of it. The one that just did.
Idris.
No, not he ain't there yet. This the guy before him that's doing all the Casino Royale and them.
Yeah, I know you're talking
Person. Him. He kept that same feel. Each character, each James Bond brought themselves to it and added. You know it's a spy. You know this is the world gonna end. Even in all the Mission Impossibles, right? From 1 to 6, it was basically one long story, but leading up to the next one. Like all the Mission Impossibles led up to the Syndicate.
Yeah,
Man.
so they could have.
Right.
So they could
No,
have.
they switched Fast and the Furious. It went from robbing trucks.
Yeah. So,
Hey, not even. Hey,
That nigga in the goddamn on space shuttle.
I think-
Goddamn. I'm like, hold on, how we go from street racing to space?
each one of them just stood alone.
hey, what happened was, one, because remember the one with Tyrese in there, and then the first one, then the third one. I think Van D was like, oh, he got a real series. Let's rewrite this.
Yeah.
Like he went back to the drawing board, and once he went back to the drawing board and dropped Fab 5, but it was in Rio. So from Fab 5,
I think that was the best one.
oh, that's still the hardest one.
I think that was.
I think that's the only one I watched since like the second one.
'Cause you got to go from the first one, the second one, then the one with that, and then Tokyo Drift. All of them was like,
Standalone.
yeah, like it's but when he dropped Fab 5, it was like, okay, so this is how we can take this street racing shit. We already tried this alley. Let's flip this, turn it into a real storyline. Okay, so let's get more characters. Okay, now we on the hunt. Before it was just like we was robbing pickup trucks.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Then the other one was like, I got Tyrese out of jail. We gonna race and mess with the cartel. Like,
So here's the thing then, is that like, so what you telling me, that's good character development, right? So
great character development.
in your James Bond scenario, they're all different people, but they're all, here's what I'm going to give you,
But
right?
they all did stay in the same movie though.
Here's what I tell you, right? So if I put a card on the table and I'd be like, look, I need you to don't speak a lot. I need you to be charismatic with the women. We all going to know how to do it, but in different ways.
Right.
Theo was a lover. And when they established he was in love in the second one. And so he had love in him. So it's like it was part of the game plan. It kind of strayed off, but that was his character though. Like once he met her, he didn't plan for it to happen, but once he met her, it was like love struck. The story changed.
The story only changed. It really, the Oracle said her ass need to die. And Neo, you need to make a decision. If you make the wrong decision, just know you about to fuck up the planet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, she was on the verge of dying. I don't know if it was love or great friendship.
Would you rather the world perish or save the one you love?
That world, we saving the world. John saving the world. I'm not saying I'm knocking off my wife and that, you know.
That's what I just gave you a scenario, bro.
I'm just saying.
I just gave you a scenario.
If she gotta go for the world to survive,
Hey,
All right.
gotta
go.
She gotta.
I gotta save the world, man. That's a big job,
That's a
man.
big job. That's a pretty
Also-
big job.
Big job, man.
Hey, because it's either you or the kids. You want me to kill
Oh.
all of us because of you? If you are, you're selfish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real quick, hit record real quick. Like, stop it and go it. We're going to wrap this up. All of them, just Oh, that one. That one in the back. Oh, exactly. Oh, I'm literally putting it in the spot. Retail boss. Hit it. Oh, it's not on. Hit it. All right, there we go.
Our energy drink.
Listen,
Product placement.
he had a good point. Right? He was like, "Wish I would have got in early." During the pandemic, nobody had anywhere to go, so you were forced to stay in the house. So up, the streaming service was up, Zoom,
Yeah.
right? So now is the time to like buy high and then buy low, or I guess before. Like right now, Peloton, they sold all their shit. They were like, all right, working out. And so in this other article I read, Netflix is down theirs too. The fact that it's other streaming.
Yeah.
Remember before, Netflix was the only streaming service you had. Now Amazon in there, Apple in there.
Hulu, Roku.
So what happened now is like the past couple months, subscribers are either Amazon or Apple. 100 million people that's no longer on Netflix.
Right.
So,
Wait till Apple drop their shit. Though.
yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a
You
wrap.
know when Apple do it, they do it right.
Yeah.
Disney too though. Disney like,
Disney doing a good. Oh man, the way they dropping their series.
right? And so they always got new series. That's Disney. Disney got shit in the vault for sure.
I'm telling you though. Go ahead.
My question is this: like,
Might be full. If it is, we just work.
oh, so my question is, are movie theaters even relevant anymore? Then because
No.
they drop it. They drop one day. They drop it in the theater, and then a week later, it's on. It's already streaming.
And it's on. And now, like when they drop it in theater, you got 1 week, and then you can rent it on like Apple iMovie, rent it or Amazon Prime. You got Prime, you can rent it for like $20. But I'm like, shit, I just wait for the.
Wait, so you
People go to the movie theaters now. I say experience lightly, but movie theater.
And I would go to the. I would do the movie theater now because for $150, you can bring about 12 or 13 guests, and you can rent out the theater just for you and your group. Yeah, because it's not that many people really going. Like, why would I go and I know HBO Max about to drop it too?
real talk.
Man.
And not to cut you off, but they do have like their experiences now. So it ain't no more like me sitting in this chair like this. Like them up recline.
Oh yeah.
They got
yeah.
food. They service come to you. You got drinks coming to you, bro. Like,
Play catch up.
real, like it's crazy.
Think how much money they lost.
Yeah.
You-
Story. Blockbuster had y'all.
Shout out to Blockbuster. I still listen. I still got my card.
Not
in
about
my
my
card.
late fee.
Shout out
I
Blockbuster.
mean,
Back in the day,
Shout out
Blockbuster
Blockbuster.
had a chance.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough though to like have the wherewithal to see where things are gonna head. Like
We
unless
was talking about Disney, right? So Disney got a big reason why, because Facebook. Disney is like buying property in the metaverse.
still don't understand how that works. I gotta get on. That's
Yeah, I done
Dude,
brought,
it's crazy
I
to
done
me,
brought,
dog.
I done brought some property too.
It's like virtual reality.
It's only
man.
$37.
How do I buy a space that's not there? So let me ask you this. So, and I
They
may,
got real estate agents for this.
I may
paid
sound like I
$37.
don't know, right? And I don't know. But what I'm saying is like, how do you buy space? Just like, how do I like? I was trying to ask somebody about crypto. Like, how do I say I put $100 in, make me 100,000? Can I then take that 100,000 out?
But
in
they
cash?
got it set up now. You got banks you can like, especially with NFTs, because now it's holding value.
Can I take the cash
You
out?
can get cash
Well, you don't take the cash out. You convert the coin.
into the cash. Yeah, so you can withdraw it. I don't know if you can withdraw 100,000, but I know you can withdraw money.
You convert the currency, whatever the currency is.
Kind of like if you go into another country, you give them your dollar and they give you what your value is.
I was just wondering, people be like, oh man, they crushing this and crushing that. I'd be like, damn, take the
Also
bread
new
and
now.
invest in
You
something.
know what I'm saying? It's also new now.
It's
so
real new.
Yeah, that metaverse, that thing right there, I don't know.
Netflix. I can tell you Netflix was going down because they started dropping shit on there that really irrelevant. Like,
Feel good though.
And it's still,
yeah, no, I'm just saying.
logic though. Like you said,
Yeah.
they were the first and the originals, and they don't want. They not falling behind because they got
They want.
they Netflix the
Y'all-
movies that straight that they produce.
Right, right.
They ain't falling behind now. Like
They not falling behind. They always gonna be number 2 though. No, never number 1. Yeah. Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is the number 1 streaming service in the world. That's all anime.
Really?
Nobody ever bring that up. Google that. Yeah.
that makes sense
Okay.
though. But listen, makes sense, right? Right? You know how people had that saying where you say,
Hey, hold on. Hello? Hey, I got you on speaker. We in the middle of the podcast.
Live.
I just wanted to let her know. Hello? Okay. That sounds good to me. I don't have a problem with that. Go check on the other studio. I go check on the other studio while I'm out there. Oh, Big D in there. All right. I'm gonna call you back though once we get done. Shout out to all the wives that like to call in the middle of the show.
Hey,
how they have the Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
Role is like the master. Right. So they can probably put other stuff on there. But like, you know what? All anime, bro. They got a niche. Yeah, they got.
Yeah,
a niche.
them in Funimation, dog. Like
What's the name of the other one that be popping up?
Funimation.
Little cat. I guess
Yeah, because it's either Crunchyroll or Funimation. Crunchyroll keep you updated with all the anime. Netflix been working on their own animes, which they got some they do have some
they
anime. And the best part, some of it, at least they starting off with English without the Beach Boys. And like, yo, whoever's doing these animes and y'all want to make it English, please get the right people. Don't have somebody like out of California that surf talking about, hey, Joe, we here. Yeah, like.
Oh, and here's
he divorced
Then
back.
you look at now, and then you look at the Japanese or the Asian version of it. What the God? What the? I don't want to hear you switch up to hey, buddy.
Here's my suggestion. Have them watch the actual anime first, so they can actually so they can get the feel of it. I swear they just be like, "Hey, we got this voiceover." And they slide them a sheet of paper. They just read it like, "Hey, Sakura, don't you do that, Sasuke? Here he comes." You be like, "What?"
And then you
watch the anime. They be like, "Sakura, watch channel."
You be like, what the
Bro,
fuck?
listen. I remember who it was. It was Sasuke or one of them. They were like, Nisa, Koza. His brother and mother or something like that, right? And then you feel that shit. And then when you listen to it in like English, they be like, mother, brother. You be like, bro, what the? Come on, bro.
I don't even want to watch it no more.
Come on, look at his expression when he say it, and I need your voice
my
to match up
God.
with his expression, dog. Like, don't just read it. Like,
Netflix did a great job when they do English versions. Like, you can feel the characters, the emotion with the character, and it feel like it fits the story versus, yo, I'm just gonna slap Ichigo with a human voice and we just chilling like he my homeboy. No, man, I need him.
that's real. That's real.
Need that. But Crunchyroll, yeah, that's one of my top sites out there. Nobody ever want to bring them up in the streaming service. They always been right there. Monday, because I could
You
go
don't talk about that generational wealth.
talk
though.
about that generation well.
About that though.
All my animes I'll be watching.
Yeah. This man got a rundown. Listen. I got about a good 7, 8, and I take them as they come. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't get into the food animes and
You ain't watched Food
basketball.
Wars
I
yet?
ain't watched the basketball one. I ain't watched the goddamn baseball one.
Watch Ace of Diamond.
I'm
Start with. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on what you like.
Both sides.
Should have started off with Naruto, the first one.
Every time every time I put somebody onto that, they get like 10 episodes in, they see how many episodes left, and they be like,
They let you know that they're not dedicated to the craft.
bro, see them episodes, like it's a lot of episodes. But when you get the storyline, bro. And see, that's another thing, right? I think what got me appreciating stories in movies is watching anime. They storyline be so good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll write something like Bleach. I don't know if you ever remember that Jen in Bleach.
But Jen had a 10,000-year vendetta.
Bro.
Like he was plotting to kill this dude for 10,000 years. Became his right hand man, stuck with him, helped kill people.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Also at the end, right when he thought he had the one opportunity to kill him, that's when he made his move. Still didn't work though. It worked, but it didn't
he
work.
waited 10,000 years for a split second.
Oh my God.
It's crazy. Like, but the storyline leading up to it, like the whole, he wasn't even like the main character. He was just a character in the frame of things. Every character had their own like story, but that just show you like the way they write stuff, bro.
Boy, that plot line was deep.
Plot line, yes.
You didn't see that coming.
Didn't see it coming. That's what I'm saying.
He was testing each and goes like, "Oh, you still ain't strong enough. I guess I got to do this shit myself." But he kept testing like, "You need to be stronger." But he was talking shit like he was gonna kill him too. Like his whole intention, but the way his character is like a clown, but not a clown, but he's serious. Like you know who on Bleach who was serious. Like the captain.
Yeah.
You get that old man off his chair, it goes from 0 to 2,000, not even 100. My man jump out the chair.
Check that out with him, man. Shoot.
Like so, those storylines, bro. That's what got me appreciating them. Like, a lot of the fight scenes, like you kind of know how it's gonna end up, because damn, it's like 100 episodes left, right?
Yeah.
So you know eventually it's got to come to an end. How is it gonna come to an end, right? And then when you see how it does, and you see like growth in it, like damn. And you realize to yourself, you be like, you know what? Always fighting, always get whooped, and always find a way to win. How he gonna win? Like it's just crazy, bro. Like it's crazy. And then the lesson they learn and the shit, it's just crazy, man. So yeah, so I want to talk about that next time too. Just some of the favorite fight scenes. I think I sent you one.
It's a favorite fight scene.
That last one, I think it was with the new one with Boruto when Boruto and Sasuke fought the
clan member from what's the name? Clan member. Oh, are they for? Oh, you talking about jogging?
Ah, brother.
The one before jogging, from the
Jogging?
Tuning and one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, y'all talking.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
were
catch
serious.
up,
They
though.
they were serious with it. That was a good fight.
New
boy.
fight scene though is the one I was trying to tell you on the new Demon Slayer, the train arts.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. I ain't finished.
Boy, the fight scene with him and his sister when he learned learned how to control part of his breath and don't know how he did it. He going against one of the top demons.
And on top of that, right? Within these animes, bro, it be life lessons, dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I'm talking about, like I don't watch sometimes. I done wrote that shit down. Like, God, good.
Hey,
and you tell somebody that shit, they be like, you are like you prophetic. I don't know, call it like a prophet or something. They be like, damn, bro. I be like, bro, that's from Naruto.
yeah, but
Like,
that's great.
you can get a million quotes from Itachi alone.
But I heard you say that before though.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, man.
Like with the breathing thing, like with old boy, he slow down his breathing, you know what I'm saying, to focus on his attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like his different breathing techniques. Like he tell you, like, analyze the situation, slow down your breath. Like, and it just teach you, like, okay, you see what he do, like patience. Like it's a lot of like underlying messages too.
Itachi said, you think he's perfect. He's only perfect to you. Yeah, it's a Itachi show.
It's crazy.
Man, that man said, man, would you have the ability to kill my brother if he village so much of your friend are willing to sacrifice? Itachi be deep on his shit. Itachi killed his whole clan to protect the village.
Oh man.
I don't know if you're gonna. That's what I'm saying. Every time I don't know if you're gonna watch it, but every time
No,
I
I'm
tell
gonna
people about
I mean, you
Naruto,
can,
bro.
but the crazy part is you can watch it, but Itachi ain't the main character.
Yeah.
He just the reason why Sasuke living.
Right. Last thing, then we go. What have you watched? So what show, anime or show that you watched, right? Let me see if I can word this right. Has been like the one of those moments in the show or in anime that caught you off guard where you was like, And I'm a star, but I'm gonna lead off like this. So moments, but the first moment was wasn't my first moment. So we was talking
Edgy.
about Mike's Bikers.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. That was the first episode.
Oh yeah, when they
Oh,
killed
boy.
Opie.
Opie. And the second time was the Red Wedding. Like when I saw that, bro, I was just like, no, I'm like, bro, I ain't watching this show no more, dog. Like I'm out. I ain't watching this no more. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
bro,
man.
what's that moment? Oh, have
The
you
Red
had one of
Wedding
those
is when they killed him in that
bro, that's
Everybody.
everybody.
yeah, and that's when the sister
Everybody.
came back and was like, "Oh, I'm getting revenge on that because they killed the
Yeah.
smart brother." Yeah,
When I saw
Oh,
that,
man.
I was watching that.
that was ruthless.
I was sitting in the bed like this with the old lady, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm like, bro,
That was an episode everybody talked about it.
I was like, I ain't never watching this show again, dog. They gonna kill everybody.
Oh man.
So what was that moment? Because you know when you can kill the hero, bro, everything is on the table. Bob Stark was the hero at the time.
Yeah, man, he was.
Opie was like that.
Yeah,
man.
Opie was more of the trust character. Stark was the hero.
Old lady still won't watch that episode, bro.
Yeah, it's hard, dog.
Is there a movie or a moment in that you watched that got you to that point where it was like,
Tough one, man. Yeah, but
Yeah.
God, that's
I
a tough
have a lot of them moments.
one. Ooh.
give me your top one or top two?
I'm gonna give you one movie and then one anime. One movie one, and it's still one of the greatest speeches of all time in movies. And Willis put Affleck out of the thing down for Armageddon.
Oh
yeah. Armageddon.
He was like, "Hey baby, I know I
Yeah,
made this promise
boy.
to you."
Yeah.
And he killed. I was like, "Nah."
Yeah.
Because as a father, I'm like, "Ben, you got to go, my nigga."
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But the speech he gave was like,
That was
"He is
good.
the right one for
Yeah.
you."
Yeah,
And I know this and that, and I got like the sacrifice that alone. I was like, "Nah, bro."
That moment.
That hurt. That hurt the first time I watched it. I was like, I was young. I was like, "Damn, would I do the same thing as a father when I get to that point? Would I sacrifice myself for my daughter's future and her husband? Or I'm sacrificing her future husband, and then me and my daughter gonna be fine." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know how deep that had to be for him
Yeah.
to do that? Like, that was one. And in an anime, and when they killed Fire Fist Ace, dog, like, I don't drop tears, but when they kill Ace, nigga, a tear literally, like, I was still watching. Like, it's crazy,
You
dog.
about to cry right now,
know.
dog. Talking about it.
Hey, the crazy part is you don't even feel it coming. You just be sitting there like this. And then she just came down by herself, and I was
Yeah,
like,
one of them slow glory tears.
like, nah, dog.
Oh man.
He just gonna kill Ace in the middle of the, like, right now?
Man.
After we done saved him?
Yeah, that I think that was a kicker too, though.
Like, we done saved him? And then you hit Luffy? Oh, man. Yeah, that shit hit me. Say another one that did me, though. Y'all remember Hardball? With the little baseball movie? With Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
What's his name? Got shot in the movie?
Yeah. I forgot the little boy name.
Yeah, man, that hit deep too. Hey, but before I grew emotions though, everybody fell for Ricky when Ricky died though. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't like one of them emotions. It was like,
Nah.
damn.
Killed that dog.
Came on TV the other day, man.
We can go on and on because I listen. I was about to switch gears. I've been watching like old school movies. I watched like Jason's Lyric the other day. I watched Low Down Dirty Shame.
Oh, I like Low Down Dirty Shame.
Yeah.
But Jason was fucking the shit out of Jada and that shit.
Doug Jones. You know what I'm saying? We
Hey,
finna get off. We finna get off this thing,
we-
man.
Before we get off there,
This man about to go into some shit.
real-
we ain't talking about right now, man. Listen,
He
shout out to Will and Jada.
Oh wait,
Listen.
now I'm gonna go to
Listen.
another movie if y'all haven't watched it. It's called The Photographer. But what's the man name that was in The Harder They Fall, the one that swiped his leg, cut the leg in the train. It was like, okay, I see you. Right? Of this dude. Plays in ATL too.
Oh, you talking about
Some of Keith Creed.
Played in ATL.
Yeah, yo, we were just talking in the Heart of They Fall with.
Show 18.
Oh, in the show. Okay.
Hey, and he played in Judah.
Hey,
Okay,
Judah
I
and
know
the
who you're
Preacher,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, what's his character name?
I was upset by that movie.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna talk about that. I was pissed.
For real? I just
Oh, Lakeith Stanfield.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
All right, yeah, he got the movie.
Get out, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lakeith Stanfield. If you haven't watched The Photographer, dog. So this is when you said asked me earlier about the movies, like I based off of story development. Watch The Photographer because I look for certain things like that can bring the character in a true story like to life. So that's like even with Queen and Slim, I felt the story to the end. I was like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying it's one of the moments because it ain't other people, it's our own people. You know what I'm saying? But in The Photographer, the two main characters, Issa and Lakeith, are not even the main characters, but they're the main characters. The whole story is about her mama. And her love story. It end up being their love story would end up being I can watch this. It's a great love story. Like, and that's so when we sit down, when I be sitting down trying to write our stuff, how can I bring a story? That's another episode, man. So
Hey, and listen, real quick, he talk about a great love story, and I'm trying to sit here and tell him that The Matrix 3 was a great love story, and he ain't want to hear that. But
Hey, back to one of the
Shout out.
points you made earlier, though, where everything
yep. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
shit should have never came back around.
God bless y'all tonight.
No BS. Shout out to No
Hey,
BS.
man.
Yeah, we gonna
Hey, no
check y'all out
BS.
next time, man.
We out. We out.